E3 2018 is the biggest event in the gaming calendar, and it's just a matter of a few weeks when the industry giants will show off what they have in store for the fans. One of those giants is Sony, who laid down some major titles the last year. I'm Mahanawaz from Segment Next, and today we'll take a look on our expectations with Sony's E3 2018 conference. With PS4 Pro having already been introduced almost 2 years ago and effectively extending the life cycle of the generation by a good few years at least, we shouldn't be hearing anything too major on the hardware front. We'd better houses that PS5 is already in early development, but we won't be seeing it anytime soon. What's more likely is an aggressive price cut of the PS4 Pro. Having a pretty powerful PS4 with a library of great exclusives at a more affordable price is a more sensible, safe goal for Sony. But we can't help thinking Sony may hint at the PS5, its potential or specs. Keep an eye out for the talk of next generation technology and how that might be used for future projects. Instead, we're hoping to see a greater focus on the next generation of PlayStation VR. With Oculus, HTC, and Samsung all working on updates to their respective machines, Sony will likely showcase the next wave of enhanced VR titles coming to PlayStation. With the company now fully stepping back from the handheld market, it's got the attention to spare, and a recently announced minor update to the hardware suggests it's still putting resources into the area. As for game titles, expect The Last of Us 2 to form the central core of Sony's offerings. Sony will likely be pushing hard to get Naughty Dog to showcase actual gameplay. Days Gone, the open-world zombie affair from Sumo Digital, will likely ride in, as will Insomniac's Spider-Man title and Sucker Punch's Ghost of Tsushima. After 3 increasingly loco trailers, surely now is the time for some actual gameplay of Death Stranding. Kojima's oddball adventure could very well be positioned at either the start or finish of Sony's E3 2018 conference, if so. At the very least, it should be there, as Kojima has been tweeting out pictures of Mads Mikkelsen recently at Kojima Productions. Maybe we'll see some more cast additions. Speculation suggests that Sony may be collaborating with From Software on Bloodborne 2, but this may just be wishful thinking. After last year's revealed teaser at the Game Awards that states "Shadows die twice," it shows some sort of blood-soaked mechanism before the words appear on screen. Our understanding is that it's something new and multi-format too. With all the fuss over Crash and Spyro in the last year or two, it's easy to forget that Sir Daniel Fortesque is also set to rise from the grave once more. While the MediEvil Remake should be at the Sony E3 2018 conference, it may well be relegated to the pre-show like a Cruiserweight Championship match. The hushed whispers of a new Devil May Cry entry have been ongoing for some time. It seems almost inevitable that Dante will be returning to PlayStation sooner rather than later. So, with an already healthy partnership on previous Capcom titles, Devil May Cry 5 could well make its debut on Sony's show, even if it isn't an exclusive. Another surefire thing Sony like to do at E3 is tie up exclusive content from some juicy third-party AAA titles. Activision is almost a certainty to appear with Call of Duty, maybe something for Spyro Reignited Trilogy. One of Ubisoft's titles may also make a showing too. Yet the one that seems the best bet is Rockstar riding into E3 with a fresh-ish trailer for Red Dead Redemption 2 and announce some exclusive content for PS4, though that could just as likely turn up at the Microsoft conference. E3 rolls around at just the right time for the console exclusivity period on a certain battle royale game to expire. PUBG is a fair bet to show up. Given Fortnite is sitting atop the battle royale party bus right now, it would be foolish for PUBG to sit out a platform with such a huge user base. We know Bluepoint has been hard at work on a remake of a supposedly classic game. The two favorites for what that might be are PlayStation-centric titles. But will we see a remake of Metal Gear Solid at the Sony E3 2018 conference? Or since Gabe Logan and his franchise Siphon Filter have been rumored for a return for some time, Siphon Filter and its protagonist would be a welcome sight. And that's all for our expectations with Sony come E3 2018. It's just a little while until we'll know what's up this giant sleeve. Until then, leave comments about what you think the event will entail. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to Segment Next. Until next time.